Hi, scholars. It is time for writing. And remember, during writing, we have two goals. So, our first goal is to use details. And remember, details are adding the people and the place and even how characters are feeling. So, we have to have details. And our second goal is to use labels. And so, labeling is when we write the first sound we hear in the word, we write a letter. And that way, we remember what's happening in our story. And the people we share our stories with also know what our story is about. So, labeling and adding details are super important. So, I want to go back and look at a piece of writing that I wrote. And I don't really know what it's about because I didn't add details. And I definitely didn't add labels. And I forgot a very important thing to do at the top of my paper. So, I forgot to add my name and the date. So, I'm going to start there. So I need to write my name at the top of my paper. Miss Music. And then I need to write the date. Today's date is 10-5-20. So that's the date. Okay, so now I can get to work to make sure I have details and labels in my story. So I see a person in my story, but there's no label for who it is. But I remember I was trying to draw myself. And so when we're labeling ourselves, we can write our name because we already know how to write it. So I'm going to write my name to label me. Okay. Then I need to try and remember what was happening in my story so I can add details like where we were. I see some grass. Oh yeah, I remember I was trying to write a story about the time that I went to the fair. So when I got to go to the fair, I got to ride the Ferris wheel. So I want to draw a Ferris wheel, and I remember I was waiting in line to get on the Ferris wheel. So a Ferris wheel is a really big circle, and there's some legs to hold it up, and it's these lines through it, and then there's all these little carts that people can sit in to ride on the Ferris wheel. Okay, and there was a line. There were a lot of people that wanted to ride. Okay, there was a whole line of people waiting to ride. Okay, so now that I have those details, I can go ahead and start labeling. So this is the line of people. Line. L says O. So I can go ahead and label the line of people with the letter L. Line. And then I want to label the Ferris wheel. So Ferris. F says Ferris wheel. Okay, so I added some labels, but I still don't feel like my picture is complete. I think I need some more details. I remember that the sun was shining that day. It was very sunny, and I remember there were also people riding the Ferris wheel, so I can have the people on the Ferris wheel. And there was a line of people waiting to ride because it was full. There were people on all of the baskets already. So now I can add a few more labels because I added some more details to make sure my picture looked awesome. So this is the sun. Sun. S says, so I'm going to label sun with the letter S. And I want to label some of the people. So people. P says P. So I can go ahead and write a P for the people. Okay, so now I think my writing is complete because I added details and labels. So now it's your turn to go write a really awesome story too, using details and labels.